Hello, YouTube. Welcome to my channel, Marriage, Politics, and Sports. This past Sunday, I asked my daughter, hey, what did she want for dinner? It's my firstborn. She said, make some of your famous eggplant parmesan. And I said, okay. So one of the things I like to do is have dinner with my daughters and my wife. And, we sit down and break bread and have good conversation, which is cool because they're all adults now. So before I tell you what I did to prepare this meal, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell. This is on the side of, marriage and family. It's marriage, politics, and sports. This is the marriage piece. This comes under that umbrella. And I'm going to just go through stills on what I did to prepare my eggplant parmesan with this nice, tasty salad. And I made a special vinaigrette with that, but I didn't show that. I don't know. I forgot to put the picture there. And of course, ciabatta bread with butter and olive oil with Parmesan and a little bit of mozzarella. And then, so let's go ahead and go. So I'm going to share just the process that I went through. And I'm going to just go from slide and just kind of say what was on my mind, what I did going through it. Now, I have an archive of different dinners with my loved ones, different recipes, and I stepped through the process the same way. So you can go back through my previous videos, look up, they all have the similar thumbnail, different dish, but similar thumbnails, different colors in the background. Now, the one thing you'll notice is my plating skills suck, but the food is absolutely delicious. Well, let's get started. Okay. All right. So, of course, I bought way, way more eggplant than I needed for this eggplant parmesan. I didn't know how much. I didn't know how to gauge it, but I skinned this up. I washed the skin, and then I'm gonna skin them up. So let me just step through it. Okay. So here's the eggplant cut up. Of course, it's not perfectly peeled, but most of it is off. All right. So I had my breadcrumbs. I had my egg wash. And I put some nice kosher salt into the breadcrumbs and some pepper in there. And so we're going to go and use this air fryer to soften up and, pre-cooked a little bit of our eggplant. Right. So we're just going through the process. This is some of the mixture of onion and garlic, a little bit of more garlic liquids out of this minced garlic, this chopped garlic I had. This is going to be some of the stuff I'm going to put in the Alfredo sauce. I'm going to cook this up, add some mushrooms, and I'll put it in the Alfredo sauce. So it's just a random picture of me cutting stuff up while I'm preparing. So this is how it looks. So I put some mushrooms, put a little butter, I put some oil in the pan, mushrooms, the onions, and the garlic, and I'm going to let that kind of simmer down. All right, so here's the breadcrumbs on the eggplant, just to see, just see how I'm stepping through the process. You can only do like maybe 6 eggplants at a time in this air fryer. So I had enough, I needed to have enough eggplant to have 3 layers, and you'll see some of that as I go. I had some real fresh Parmesan cheese that I cut up as best I can. It didn't have to be neat, but this is the, not Parmesan, but mozzarella cheese that I used. For the salad, had to get started. It's a cucumber salad. So I had 3 long English cucumbers. Of course, I washed them up and then just cleaned them out. Then cut them up. Some nice little small baby tomatoes, different colors. This is a combination of parsley, dill, and mint. Okay. Then I chop this up a lot finer than what you see here. All right, so the next one is I'm starting to put it into the salad. I have some onions I chopped up. I don't know if you missed that. Some onions chopped up, put it all in the salad. This is like little mozzarella balls. And this is how I mixed it all up, right? So what you don't see here is that I made a vinaigrette dressing with this specialty uh, uh, tangerine vinegar, and for the vinaigrette, then of course I use olive oil. I think I use avocado oil, and then I have salt, pepper, a little onion powder, and I mix that up, whisk that up, and then I poured it on here. Not a lot, just need a little bit to coat it. So the salad was really tasty. All right, so I put some spinach in the mixture. This is before I added the Alfredo sauce. This is with the Alfredo sauce. I added some, maybe a quarter a cup of heavy cream in there as well. And then with the onions and the garlic and the mushrooms and a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, the Alfredo sauce came out really good. Then I added some Parmesan cheese in there to thicken it up a little bit more. Right? So that's what I did. And that brought us to starting to layer the eggplant, right? So I put a little bit of the seasoning, some of the sauce on the bottom, put the first layer of eggplant down, and then I started putting the sauce on top of the eggplant. Then I added a layer of prosciutto on top of that. Then I put the mozzarella on top of that. And then I did that a couple of times. I think it's 3 layers of this, to tell you the truth. All right, so it's 2 layers of prosciutto, 3 layers of eggplant, 2 layers of mozzarella, and then I had some shredded mozzarella I put on the top. Then you push this in the oven, at 350. And, here's what you got. I had a little bit more sauce I just put on the top. So I had some bread, some salad, some of this eggplant, and it was really, really tasty. I let this cool a little bit, but, it still kind of fell apart a little bit. So here's how I plated it, so here's the eggplant here. The cream sauce was really good. The prosciutto gives it a nice little taste on top of the eggplant. You can taste all of the Parmesan cheese, the mozzarella, and the salad is really tasty. I tell you, that tangerine vinaigrette dressing really set off everything in here. And of course, the bread was nice and warm, and the cheese is like melted and all that kind of stuff. You could dip it in the sauce. Yeah, it was just really tasty. So there you have it. That's dinner. I got all thumbs up from my ladies around the table. We had some good conversations. It was we had some fun at dinner. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I always come up with something new. I'm one of those kind of guys. I actually have a cookbook, kind of. If you ask me, I just take recipes and then I kind of make them my own. I always add something to make it unique. And of course, these are like a record of what I did. So I really never forget what I've done. I can even go back to my video and say, okay, this is what I added here, there, blah, blah, blah. And I have a record of the snapshots I took. So this is very tasty. You can go back a couple of weeks. On the 7th, I did one. And you go back a few weeks after that and all that stuff. So here's my video, tribute to the dinner with my loved ones. Enjoy. You can try this yourself. Very easy to make. But prep time is, the key is the prep time, right? And then the timing of trying to get everything cooked and ready at the same time so it could all be hot when it's time to serve it. So that's the trick. And once you get into your mind, it's not that hard to do. Art Payne, marriage, politics, and sports. Over and out.